edition of the Sports Report. And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. I am your host, Brian Barnaby. And let's just say the boys are back in town.
She got away. Know what I say? She can't control. She don't know what to do.
She's gotta go. Bye. I know that you love this flow. We just chillin', we just villains. We just chillin', we some villains.
I love it up. Get the ammo and I stick it up. I grab shots on the top of shots. I bust the clip and I let it dip. I make it poop, make it explode. Touch your toes, hit your nose. Can you touch your toes?
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. I am your host, Brian Barnaby. Tony in the building.
What's up,
going
dude?
on, man? How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah,
I'm doing very
good
well.
weekend.
I personally had a great weekend. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good. Just checking. Of course, our super producer, Made Magic Mike. What's up, man?
Hey guys.
Yo, dude.
And I have to say another special thanks to Joey Greenwood. What an episode we had on Friday. Really
What an
enjoyed it.
event.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, you have to go see it. It's the last episode of the Sports Report.
Yeah, so definitely check that out, especially if you're curious about Babe Ruth, bowling, Fred Flintstone on third
base.
Yeah, a lot
dude.
of, we really, a lot of organic material, I guess you could say, Tony.
Yeah, I would say it was very organic, unscripted, just off the cuff. Loving it.
Yeah, that's how you have to do it.
That is, dude.
And as always, we will start in the world of Major League Baseball.
Giving Chase Judge, and he dives into the stand.
DeGrom begins the season with an overpowering strikeout of Ronald Acuna.
The wall is gone! 3-run home run! What's going on here? I love it. He drives one to the moon. High, deep, and very gone.
All right, so me and Matt were talking about on Friday, the Yankees do rebound from that excruciating loss on Thursday to take both games, Saturday and Sunday. Obviously, we'll start Saturday, 7-5 Yankees. And, when you first look at the box score, you'd say, oh, Tyone, he's back to his old ways. 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks. No decision, but you really can't beat him down on that because this White Sox lineup is one of the toughest to deal with in the whole American League, if not by far and away the toughest.
No, yeah, easily. I mean, we saw it obviously on Friday's game or Thursday's game, whenever the Field of Dreams game was. I mean, between Anderson, Abreu, Jimenez, Moncada. I mean, they have a phenomenal lineup. And honestly, I mean, 5-3 isn't terrible.
No,
It
you
really
just don't
isn't,
want it every
dude.
time. But against a very good opponent, you could accept.
Exactly, dude. Yeah.
Kept him in the game. But, it really got dicey towards the end. And obviously we had Britain, blow it on Thursday. And then here we are, the Yankees, they take the lead late, on an Aaron Judge home run. But Chad Green with 2 strikes, 2 outs, and Jose Abreu lets him tie up the game. So it's like, oh, my God, here we go again. Are we going to blow it? But luckily, they do get the job done in extra innings. Get a Joey Gallo two home runs from Gallo, home run from Judge. LeMahieu goes 2 for 4. But after Britain, before the game, says, I don't want any more saves directly to Aaron Boone. Let the other guys take them. They deserve it. What does he do? He puts him in a safe situation, gets an out, but he walks 2, allows the inherited runner to score. And, I mean, we talked about it enough on Thursday. I mean, I know personally, I am just finished with Britain. I don't want to hear it. I don't want excuses. It's just over for him.
I mean, easily, dude. It very much is over for him. I mean, we talked about it already, but what is it with Boone?
Yeah.
What kind of managerial decision is that? My mom, Mary Material, says, "Boy, Anthony, you did go to the M&M store when you were younger. Just took you there. I took you there."
I think she might have just watched the
She
vlog.
definitely just watched the vlog for Manhattan.
Yeah.
The
No
first
remembrance
one.
of this? Or
If
if you really had to go back there, it might ring a bell somewhat.
we did. We did go back there in the
not
vlog.
like actually go back there, but I'm saying thinking about it. Like, do you remember going there?
No, not really, to be honest.
Well, But hey, sometimes that type of thing happens, right?
I mean, even when I was there the last time, when Mike and I went, I mean, it wasn't really that overwhelming. It wasn't really that memorable. I'm probably going to forget that trip in a couple of years. Dude.
Well, I don't think so.
Eminem would come on. Eminem.
Well, how about the most famous line? You want a wall?
On a wall?
You want M&Ms for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert?
Obviously, check out the vlog.
Yes. Yeah, obviously, peep the vlog if you guys haven't. Because it's fun and great, and it was the apparently second time I've been to the M&M store.
Exactly. So that being said,
what were we talking about, dude?
We were talking about the Yankees. Britain, awful.
Like if he comes to the manager, if he comes to Boone, he's like, dude, do not put me in. Clearly does not have confidence in himself. Right. Thinks that other pitchers are going to do better than him, which he's absolutely right. I don't know what Boone is looking at to think to put him in. But even if you're like, oh, like, I mean, I think Britain, you kind of got it, like whatever. Like he's telling you not to put him in.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I'd say is I think he wasn't planning on putting him in because he figured, oh, well,
right.
Chad Green will get the job done. And it's like, obviously he didn't. Still, like you said, I mean, Abreu ends up coming in, getting the save, his first of his career, goes 2/3 of an innings. It's just like before that inning started, though, I mean, you got to think, okay, I mean, maybe looking at his ERA, what is it, over 4? But it's like we see his stuff. We've seen him dominate. He just had a couple outings where he gave up a bunch of runs. Like it's like clearly against like a lineup like the White Sox.
Right.
Abreu was the guy from the start.
Yeah. If you're Britain, what do you think when Boone's putting you in? Are you pissed? Are you like, what the
pissed? And then you're so nervous.
Yeah.
Because you were already nervous to begin with. You tell him that you're out, and then what does he do? He puts you in there.
Do you think Boone told him like, hey, like I won't put you in, but like
yeah. He probably didn't think
shits the bed. We're gonna put. Like, do you think he got like somewhat of a heads up at all before? Like,
no, I think I caught him completely by surprise.
Oh my god!
And I know they've used Green a lot lately, but I almost it would have been better to just keep him in, even though you have the home run. And it's just a shame because he was battling with Abreu. It was like a 7-8 pitch at bat, but it's like he was late on the fastball.
Right.
And it's like to just give in with the curve there. I mean, I think it was 3-2 as well, but it's like, I mean, just throw that high fastball. Don't hang the curve. Like it's like how many times we had to see relievers hang curveballs? Like what's going to happen?
It's disgusting. But I mean, I guess obviously. I guess Green maybe didn't have as much confidence in his fastball. That I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so.
So maybe a reason why he didn't throw the fastball.
Well, he had fouled it off, and maybe he just like, oh, well, he's timing the fastball, but not really because he's late on it. But at the end of the day, I mean, obviously, nice to see Abreu, get the save. And
let's see Jose get the home run.
You're right, but not really. And of course, Gallo, I mean, was huge with those 2 homers. Judge has been on fire lately. Nice to see LeMahieu. The average is creeping up. I think it's a little over 270. But the takeaway here, and like we already said it, I think it's over for Britain. Green, while he has blown it lately, I think it's just decisions. Because I feel like, I mean, you can't be picky here. I mean, they don't have many other options to go. Right. I think you can count on them down the stretch. He just got to make better decisions.
Oh, yeah. His pitching selection has to be better. We just talked about throwing the fastball. I mean, come on, dude. Like, you got to think to yourself, really kind of analyze, like, what that batter is looking at, what you think he's keying on. And, I mean, if your fastball's there, if he's late on it, just keep hitting with the fastball. Like,
right. And if you want to throw the curve, bounce it. Like, or,
right.
Throw it low.
Don't leave it all in the middle of the plate. Like, come on.
But all in all, I mean, just – these are the type of, it was just nice about this because they were behind, they came back, and it's like, these are the type of things that they've been doing lately that they weren't doing earlier in the year. Once they were down, I mean, see you later. I mean, that's what it was like most of this season. And it just seems like time and time again lately, doesn't matter. They'll come back in the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, even, having that win 1 strike away, and they still score 3 in the top of the 10th. Like, it's like the resilience. I mean, you love to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, I think you can say that for not even just this game not even just the Saturday game, but the rest of the series on the weekend. I mean, losing the Field of Dreams game. I mean, talk about the hype leading up to it, gut-wrenching loss, like walk-off home run from Anderson. I mean, that's got to be demeaning.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down, it's got to be demeaning. They are the only team in the history of baseball to lose a game in Iowa, right? I mean, like I said, that's got to be demeaning. It's got to be disheartening. Fun fact.
No, and you want to hear fun facts, Michael. I saw this on Twitter this
week. Here we go, dude.
No, but tell me this isn't insane. So I don't know the number. It's like however many 9th inning leads the Yankees have blown this year. Rivera didn't blow that many his whole career.
Wow.
I mean, that's insane, is it not, Michael?
It is.
So it
is
a little food for thought there. But we look at Sunday. It's Nestor.
What Tony was saying.
what?
Forget about what Tony was
Yeah,
saying.
no, I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
mid-sentence or anything.
Yeah,
That's okay,
No,
dude.
what were you really going to say?
No, I pretty much summed it up already, dude. I'm good.
Are you sure?
I'm done.
Okay. So Sunday, it's Yankees 5, it's White Sox 3. It's Nestor Cortez, 6 innings, 7 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 7 Ks. They finally let him throw about 100 pitches, go 6 innings. I mean, he's your guy. I mean, you had to love to see that.
Dude, absolutely. I mean, it's phenomenal to see him now starting to go the distance, to be more consistent, and to kind of go the length that the Yankees need him to, especially with the bullpen kind of struggling a little bit, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So, so I mean, you look at this game as a whole. I mean, huge home runs by Odor and Voit. You know, and they end up getting this done. But of course, towards the end, you know, it wasn't easy. They try to have Licky close it out. You know, he only ends up getting 1 out, bringing Wandy Peralta. They do get the double play, but it just, when it comes down to it, with Chapman out, and you know, he should be back. You know, I'm hoping later this week.
Maternity leave still, right?
No, it was elbow.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, elbow.
Get the fuck out.
Elbow inflammation. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not.
But
good,
they so you know the whole jargon. The MRI's clean. You know all that. Like, he should be fine. So I mean, who else were you going to go to? You know, you didn't really have an option, especially after Green blowing it. I guess they probably figured too. I mean, they're going to need Green a lot this week with the doubleheader tomorrow.
Right.
Game tonight. So luckily Peralta gets the job done. 4th save of the season. And after a rocky start, I mean, he's been better, but it's like in the playoffs, we cannot count on this guy closing out a ball.
He's not going to be nearly as the go-to guy as I guess anyone else in the bullpen.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's nice to kind of see him coming along at least, you know?
Yeah. And what do you think, though? I mean, we got guys coming back. You know, Severino now a question mark after getting scratched in that start. But if you're gonna, you know, let's obviously we know already. I mean, we got Cole and Montgomery back. Herman, you would think eventually. I mean, I think Nestor deserves to start over him. But if you get Kluber back, I mean, what do you see Nestor's role being? Let's say they do make the playoffs here. I mean, is it in the bullpen? And I think personally, they need him in the bullpen because he's reliable.
Right.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, he's done a great job starting.
No, yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, obviously, yeah, I agree with both those statements. He's done a phenomenal job starting, but I think a better role for him for the Yankees would definitely be in the bullpen with these guys coming back from injury. However, Kluber got banged up pretty well in his rehab game, dude.
He did. But I mean, until we get a Severino scratch, I'm okay with it.
So,
but it almost reminds me of Betances a little bit because he was getting bombed. He's all ready to come back. Oh, he's up for the season. So hoping that doesn't happen. But you know, let's focus on the guys who are here now. Cole and Montgomery starting the next 2 games. So obviously, welcome addition there. And they're saying Gary and Chapman within the next few days. Rizzo and Urshela possibly by the end of the week. So, I mean, you talk about getting Sanchez, Rizzo, Urshela back, adding it to this lineup, which has produced more of late, especially in big spots. I mean, it's such a boost.
It's definitely a recipe for some more W's for the Yankees, honestly. And honestly, I want to highlight Luke Voit, honestly.
Yeah.
He looks so freaking good out there, man. Honestly, he looks happy to be there. He's freaking looking yoked. Did you see him out there, Mike?
Dude, he does.
The man is huge, bro.
He looks yoked.
Would you say he's your guy, Michael?
You know why I like him too? He's got the flow.
He does have the flow.
It's like one of the Yankees that are allowed to have flow for some reason.
Curly and wavy flow you got going on there, dude.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
Swag.
Yeah, he's got swag. Cool, collected at the plate on the field.
Gives you a nice fist bump and then points the God after a home run.
Do you think push comes to shove, though, like game 1 of the playoffs, they're going to do Voit at DH, Stanton left, or no?
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
What else are you going to do?
You have to do it. It was funny. I forgot. I was listening to the radio. Somebody was saying, like, oh, you're that nervous. Like, Stan's going to get hurt. And they're like, I mean, who cares if he gets hurt then?
Honestly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
who cares,
you have to do it. I mean, for us, you know, he's had, like, the big home run in the Field of Dreams game, but he's just so up and down. And it just, Voit in the lineup, I mean, he's just such a boost. You look at his numbers for the Yankees. He's always produced. So it's like to just shove him to the side would not make sense.
Be a waste.
Yeah.
Be a literal waste. But, I mean, I guess we'll see what they do. I wouldn't be surprised if they did
just because they blow things like that. But
yeah.
I think just because they'll see with all these guys back, I mean, this lineup, I mean, I would think this full lineup when they have everybody in there, Rizzo, Gary, even when Torres comes back, I wouldn't be surprised when they're in there. They average 6 runs a game, honestly.
They're going to be raking, dude.
Yeah.
All around.
Especially because, Gallo, this big game on Saturday, but really hasn't fully gotten it going.
Right.
Because we've just seen, spurts. So you talk about getting it going. It's just going to be really hard to navigate.
There's a lot of good to look forward to. Yeah. Honestly.
And that good, starts tonight, 7:05 on Yes. We got Suarez versus Cole. So this is Garrett Cole's first start since 7/29. So it's been almost 3 weeks.
Jacked and yoked and Studley got it.
No, I thought it was a lot of good to look forward to.
What do you think in terms
could have been any of that, dude?
Of how they decide to go with Cole? Obviously, this Red Sox series is very important. How they put him in this spot versus that. Do you agree with that or no?
I agree. His first game back, right? You never know what exactly he's going to be pitching like. I would think that'd be a good kind of game to get him warmed up and back into what he was.
That's what I'm thinking. And I don't think he's going to get the full reign where it's he might throw 120.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
But I think he'll be hovering around 100. Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised, 6 innings, 12 Ks. So against his Angels lineup, I know we got Ohtani, but other than that, who are you really concerned about?
Nobody.
Yeah, exactly. And Suarez, at times has pitched well. I think he's only 23 years old, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
But he does have a 5.17 ERA his last 7 starts. So, he hasn't been pitching well of late, as well as he is a lefty. So the Yankees have hit lefties well. So I consider this a warm-up game for the 3 games in 2 days with Boston.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be any struggle here.
I honestly would not think so. I'm going to call it they win this game 7-1.
I think it's 10-1.
Wow.
Ohtani solo home run in the first. I'm nervous. Then it's 6 innings, and then 12. And I think, honestly, being 10-1, they let Britton pitch the 9th. And I think he walks the bases loaded, gets a strikeout and a double play to end it. He has to make it interesting. Has to.
10-1 game. Very interesting.
Yeah. Well, you left the grand slam. You're almost in the same situation. Michael, what do you got here for this game?
15-4. Yanks.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're coming. They're hot. It's destiny, Tony. What isn't it?
I guess you could argue it's destiny.
10 of 11 series?
I don't think there's much destiny.
10 of 11. That's pretty tough to do down the stretch.
No, yeah, absolutely. But it's the Angels, dude. They're just not a great team. Yankees are, and that's just what it is. There's no destiny.
But the White Sox were a great team, and they did win them 2 out of 3. So that's just, positive sign. But they're still in a very tough spot, though, honestly, because I think the A's are playing well. The Red Sox are not, but they have played well this year. And then the Blue Jays are not going anywhere. They've been playing well as late. And I think, Berrios, that was a big addition for them.
Absolutely, dude. You talked about, there's a lot of talk about who's getting Berrios. And, the Mets obviously were in the talk, but Toronto decided to kind of pull the trigger. They gave up a lot. I forget who they gave up for. But they gave up a lot for him.
Right.
And, that's some much needed starting pitching for the Blue Jays for sure. And, it's kind of showing in a positive light here for them.
Yeah. So, we'll see what happens. I think, it'll be in an interesting, final stretch here. I think they said yesterday this morning, 45 games left for, at least the Yankees. I'm sure other teams are close to that.
But it is. They are where they need to be, but we mentioned, I've been saying it honestly all last week, their margin for error is next to non-existent.
And I think, you have a manageable stretch here, especially this week, and then it gets a little tougher with the A's on the road next week. But you have, you have the Angels tonight, obviously. Then your 3-game set with Boston, and then 4 games with Minnesota. You really should sweep Minnesota at home.
Oh, hands down.
And then 2 in Atlanta, so that could technically be a tricky spot. Atlanta has picked it up of late.
Yeah.
And then no DH. So,
exactly.
Then you got 6 on the West Coast, 4 in Oakland. Historically, have not played well in Oakland, so that's good. You got to at least get a split there. But then you come back home for Baltimore, so, but then Toronto. And then the Mets. So it's kind of, but then the Orioles, but then the Indians, but then the Rangers, but then the Red Sox. So it's a little back and forth. But overall, there's no one that it's like, oh my God, like we can't beat them. Like it seems like you could win any of these games.
Yeah, they can certainly win any of these games.
And then there's this, and then there's that.
Oh,
I mean, let's start with tonight, and then we'll, take it from there. But I just
we're getting out of time here, Barnes. And then next year, their opening day is going to be like, come on.
I mean, Michael, I'm just saying,
Mike.
before we get to Citi Field, I mean, you have to feel very strong about your Yankees winning the championship prediction.
Your Yankees.
Yeah, I mean, the prediction I have, I'm not so, I don't feel the same as I do with the Yankees as with the Mets, though.
Right, but as long as the Yankees win, who cares?
But the prediction was Subway Series. I wanted another win in the Subway Series. So let's say, hypothetically, the Mets do win a World Series down the line, and we don't. It's like, well, it doesn't matter. We got 2 Subway Series over you. Yeah, that's that.
Exactly. But
I'm nervous though for you guys, Tony. What happened this weekend?
Yeah, honestly, Tony, I mean, we'll finally get to your spot here. And I have to say, I give you credit for showing up today, because in the past, some tough losses.
Yeah, he doesn't show up.
We've seen some off days, and it almost reminded me of Michael after the Bucks won the championship.
Oh!
Where was he? Where are you, bud? No, I'm just kidding. But that being said, I mean, it's a sweep. And then to cap it off, 14-4 last night. I mean, where are you? What happens? I mean, what's going on?
Oh, God, dude. So, I mean, dude, tough weekend, obviously, for the Mets here. It started on Friday. They lost 6-5 in 10 innings. Tyler McGill, I mean, not a horrible outing. 5 innings pitched, giving up 6 hits, 3 runs. 5-3, not terrible. Dude, the Mets were honestly right there with him the whole game. They had a huge 7th inning, scoring 4 runs. I mean, you talk about having they were down 4-0 actually at that point. And to come back in the 7th inning, talk about just like the Yankees, the Mets having some resilience. We've seen them have bright spots, especially late in games. But I mean, honestly, it was just a tough loss at that point. I mean, Familia laid up a home run in the 10th, right? Honestly, not his fault. Will Smith, dude, that ball was almost at his chin.
Yeah.
It was a high and tight fastball, and he just had quick hands, pulled the bat around very quickly.
You don't think it was spin rate? That's why he hit it? Low spin rate?
I don't think so.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to make sense of it.
No, it was fast. He just, obviously, I guess, based on the timing, it was sitting fastball. The location was there. It's exactly where Familia wanted it, but Will Smith got that bat around quick enough, and he just, I think it was like 415, 420 home run. Total bomb. And then, I mean, at that point, the Mets, I think they scored 1 run in the 10th, actually, in the bottom of the 10th, but then they couldn't bring it around. So they ended up losing 6-5. Tough loss to the Dodgers. But, I mean, on Friday, I'm thinking, you know what, dude? We scored 5 runs against the Dodgers. We took them in extra innings. We came back late in the game. We have some type of momentum offensively going into Saturday. I mean, Saturday, lose 2-1. Also tough loss. Taijuan Walker, 6 innings with no hits. Gives up 3 hits in the 7th, goes 6 2/3, only 1 earned run. But I mean, dude, 8 strikeouts. I mean, he was looking like he did in the beginning of the season, honestly.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
A long time. I want to say since June, honestly, at that point. And it was funny too, because I was looking at him in the first inning, and he looked sluggish. He looked tired.
Right. So you're thinking, here we go.
I'm thinking, oh shit, dude, like he's gonna last 4 innings, maybe give up a couple home runs, but he didn't. He lasted 7, which is exactly what you want. However, there's no offense from the Mets, dude. Literally, Conforto home run.
That's it.
That's it. So it's like, come on, dude, where's the offense? Still the extra innings again, though. 10th inning.
1, 2, and 3.
Dude, so tough, honestly. Just the lack of offense that day was just put a screeching halt to whatever momentum that the Mets had. Honestly,
and one question, if I may, here. The way they've been going, when they're in an extra inning situation, do you want to see the first, obviously, Alonso is probably not going to do this, but would you want to see them bunt next time?
Absolutely, dude.
I mean, it's like, I think the way we see it all the time. I mean, teams put up a lot more than one, but it's like with a runner on second, no outs. I mean, you got to get one in.
Honestly,
you don't even need to get a hit.
You don't. And I think bunting the runner to the third, I think, honestly, like most teams should be doing that.
Right.
It's so smart because then there's whatever, one out, sack fly, you got to run in.
Right. Right.
Okay, come on. I really think that should be a fundamental practice at this point with the extra inning rule. But tough loss on Saturday, and then Sunday, dude. Dude, Carrasco. Mike, were you watching?
Yeah.
Really?
6 innings pitched.
Carrasco? No.
I mean, no, not Carrasco.
6 runs allowed.
6 runs
6
allowed.
runs allowed, dude.
10-32
innings.
ERA this year.
Absolutely horrific. I mean, again, I think his first home run give to Turner. Same deal with Familia, honestly. It was a high and tight fastball. Turner just was quick on it. Didn't really blame him. Never recovered. Then he's just started leaving balls over the middle of the plate, and it was over. Honestly, every pitcher that pitched on Sunday for the Mets was leaving balls over the middle of the plate, and you can't do that against the Dodgers. You just cannot, dude.
But also, I mean, I get, okay, so we think, high and tight fastball, this and that, but it's like you still gave it up. So there's something that you should have done differently. You know what I mean? So I don't think we can, they could be out of the water for giving up a home run just because it's high and tight.
Well, I mean, it's not like he missed his location. It's not like he didn't throw the right pitch. I mean, he decided on the pitch.
Yeah.
Threw it effectively. He executed it the way he should have executed it, but just the batter ended up hitting it. I mean, at that point, you tip your hat to the batter. He
right. But also, we might need to look,
at the pitch selection.
Stats. No, I'm saying like the Dodgers probably are these hitters who hit these home runs.
It seems like they like high and tight.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm sure, like, when they have like the heat zone in the batter's eye.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I'm sure the Mets know that now.
Wow. I don't know if now does anything. But they still have to go to the Dodgers. They're going to play them again or no?
Like for the
in
the remainder of the season, yes. Yeah.
Okay, but that's not part of their West Coast trip right now because it's just Giants and Padres.
Yeah, correct.
So that should be fun. Come on, Tony, lighten up a little, will you?
I mean, dude, I don't know. It was just a tough weekend, and then again, I mean, I guess we scored 4 runs on Sunday, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, it's just 2 like gut-wrenching, unfortunate losses. Honestly, the Friday, Saturday literally could have went either way at that point. And then just Sunday was just fucking sucked, dude. Yesterday sucked. It's pitching at that point, and I think it's kind of poking a hole into their bullpen. I mean, at that point, like on Sunday, look who was pitching. Reed, his Met debut. Yennsy Diaz, Hartley, Drury, Pilar even got in there. Good for him. But it's like, I mean, at this point, like starting pitchers aren't going the distance.
No.
And the bullpen is having to take on a heavy load. And by the 3rd game of the series, our bullpen is torched.
Right. But I think there's still equal blame though on the offense, just because. Look at the overall numbers. I mean, 6 for 34 with 11 Ks.
I was just gonna say, dude,
base.
This series, I ran it down somewhere. Oh, this series are 2 for 29 with runners in scoring position, batting .069. Nice batting average with runners in scoring position, dude.
And I heard your guy on the broadcast, A-Rod, say, and I might be wrong exactly, but they were with runners on base. They had a stretch. They were like 0 for 25 before they got a hit last night, and I think a run in. But you just can't have that.
You can't have.
You know, even if the pitching is putting you in a hole, you could still do your part on offense.
Right.
And the thing is, they're not. And now they've lost 7 out of 10. 2.5 games behind Atlanta. I mean,
that's the only reason why I'm not pissed, because we're 2.5 games out.
But the way they've been playing is 2.5 more like 6.5.
No, I think it's like 2.5 bars.
I mean, but where does he besides the number? I mean, from what you see on the field or just what you envision, I mean, where does the optimism come from?
I would say that, we've had our offensive spurts, right, which is always good. I mean, again, scoring 4 runs, holding the Dodgers to 2 runs on Saturday, like those are good spurts to have against a team like the Dodgers. We show also, I mean, a lot of good players are on defense at this point. Like Pete Alonso had a nice diving catch. McNeil's looking good. Even Villar on third. Like everyone's looking good defensively. We don't commit many errors, which is always good. And I mean, again, Walker looks like he's kind of coming around to what he was looking like in the first half of the season. Barnes is playing some type of ad once again. Happens once an episode.
Mike,
every
can you do
episode.
something about this?
I mean, just mute your computer. Just mute your computer when you get here.
Honestly, this one's on me. I'll take full responsibility. Sorry. I hope everyone accepts my apology. Continue, Toby.
So, thank you, Barnes. So, I mean, there are kind of silver linings to look out here. And again, being 2.5 back from the Braves for being first in the division. Obviously, the wild card is long gone at this point. But I mean, dude, it's literally not over. It's not over at all. Stroman's looking good as well. Hopefully, we get some more length out of him. And dude, I mean, it's still it's a toss up at this point for the division. It still is.
They're going to start a series with the Giants.
Right.
In San Francisco tonight. If they get swept by the Giants, is the white flag going in the air?
No, I don't think so, dude. Dude, come on. You're always hopeful, bro. And of course, it depends on how the Braves do in the next upcoming games. I'm actually not sure what the Braves schedule is like. But
we know they play the Yankees in a couple weeks.
Oh, dude, they're playing the Marlins. They have a series against the Marlins. That sucks.
Yeah, that's a couple games going in the other direction.
It's probably 3 games going in the other direction. And then they have the Orioles.
Yeah, and it just
more games going in the other direction, and then they have the Yankees.
I mean, I think Rich Hill at this point, though, is the Zach Britton in the starting pitching world.
I could say. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Rich Hill again doesn't go any type of distance. We're gonna have to heavily rely on our bullpen, which is good because all the good guys, I guess, got off last night.
Right.
So we're gonna need to rely on Loop and May, Familia. But I mean, tonight is going to be tough, dude.
Gausman's been one of the best pitchers in the league. Obviously, he's had certain spots where he hasn't, performed.
Right, but he's
a Met lineup.
Easily the best pitcher on the Giants, like you said, one of the best pitchers in the league. Rich Hill going to give up some home runs, probably.
Chris Bryant is definitely putting one, probably in McCovey Cove, honestly.
Dude, I mean, you look
opposite fields.
Dude, I mean, you looking at their lineup, dude. I mean, Buster Posey obviously. Comes out first. He's batting .331 right now. Unbelievable year for him.
After taking last year
off. And then, I mean, even the rest of their lineup, dude. I mean, Evan Longoria, Alex Dickerson, even Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski, grandson of Carl.
Dude.
Legend.
They have a hard lineup to get through. It's going to be tough for Rich Hill. He's going to need to, really dial into some type of veteran attitude. And
how do you feel about former Met who once cried on the field, Wilmer Flores?
I mean, I don't know. I was never a big fan of Wilmer Flores, to be honest.
Yeah.
Never.
I mean, his numbers this year, I think, are okay. Like a 250, 14 home runs.
250, 14
can play all over, but
15 home runs.
I think, but with the Mets, they had him primarily at short.
Yeah. I mean, it was nice to see how prideful he was playing for the Mets, right. But he wasn't anything to write home about,
Yeah.
Hit a couple, probably clutch hits.
Right.
Actually, I think when they made the World Series run, it was him who got a big clutch hit against the Nationals that started a whole big kind of like a winning streak that kind of got us in the playoffs, which is nice to see. But I mean, he's old news. He's nothing to write home about. Honestly, it was never really.
You're tight, basically.
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
So, I mean, if they are going to win this game, I mean, how would it go? I mean, what are you getting from Hill?
Hill's going 5 innings, 5 and 3.
Okay.
Not terrible, but I mean, he's gonna need to rely heavily on switching up his pitches. I mean, he's gonna need to keep the batters kind of on their toes, keep them guessing at the plate. We know he's not a hard throwing pitcher.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to mix up between his cutter and his curveball, and work the corners of the strike zone here.
I mean, I would even the corners though with 89. Like, I feel like I would only feel comfortable throwing it like above someone's head,
right, and having it curve in, and even so, you have you can't be leaving anything over the middle of the plate. Never. You cannot. He has no room for mistake because they're gonna just take him yard,
right,
and then it's no good.
And then how do they get 4 runs across? How are they doing that?
I think we have to rely on some heavy hitting, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe Maybe Gosman leave something over the middle.
Yeah.
You just got to be waiting for a little bit of a mistake here and take advantage of it. Is what you need. Because I don't think small balls are going to help as much. I don't think we get many hits off of him, to be honest.
Yeah. No, it's a tough spot.
It's a very tough spot.
I it's one of those things. Wish you well. But just looking at this, I mean, I think it's got 7-2, 8-3, 8-3, maybe 9-3. I just think Hill is going to have a tough time, as well as the Mets lineup against Gosman.
Look, I think if you get up 3 runs, I think our bullpen is going to be good enough to kind of keep the lineup at bay deeper into the game. And maybe, hopefully, Gosman maybe goes like 6 or 7, 8th inning, have a little bit of a show.
Michael Conforto. I think that's what Gary.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. So it's not terrible. I mean, it's terrible, but it's not like a fucking done deal,
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Especially with the way the offense has been up and down. You never know. They could have a big offensive spurt this game. You never know, dude.
It's now.
It could be there.
Never.
Yeah, very true.
At this point. And Michael, I mean, did you see any hope tonight for the Metropolitans?
Come on, dude.
Who's pitching?
Rich Hill.
No.
So what do you think the score ends up being?
10-2.
Wow. Tough spot, Tony.
That's
and,
tough spot.
Listen, I know you think I'm just trying to give you a hard time, but honestly, I hope they do well. It's just, I don't know. This just is too familiar to me, just from seeing some net collapses over the years. I mean, you had to admit.
No, yeah. I mean, you're absolutely right. But I wouldn't say it's collapsed yet, dude. No one's collapsing. All right.
7 out of 10.
Nothing's sinking. All right. Everyone relax, dude.
I mean, that's what they said on the Titanic, too.
Yeah.
That's not true.
You know what
The
the Mets could
captain,
honestly use? Some Cumberland's Farms coffee, honestly.
That coffee
is what will
sucks,
get them
dude.
going.
Yeah.
I had a cup of donut in this morning.
Fire.
Oh, God.
When was the last
dude.
time you had Cumberland Farms?
November.
November. I don't know if they changed the filter. Since
funny.
then, right?
Yeah, probably not, dude. Probably the same coffee grinds, too. Probably just put more fresh ones
my
over the
God.
top of the old grinds. And
Yeah.
oh, God, dude.
But I mean, I think
$1.20.
Backs against the wall, Padres around the corner. I mean, I think you have to win 2 out of 3 to stay in this race here, and I don't know if they're capable of that. I wouldn't be surprised if they got swept, but I think tonight will be telling. Are you going to be there? You know what I mean? Are you going to be in the game? Is it going to be over early? Because if it's over early, things can ravel out of hand.
I don't know. I think they should expect Hill to give up some home runs early, honestly. So I think they have to remain resilient. I mean, we've seen them, like I mentioned, even over this weekend. They scored, on Friday, 4 runs in the 7th. You got to keep a good attitude, stay positive, and the balls will fly.
All right, 9:45 SNY must-see TV.
It is must-see TV.
Will the
dude.
collapse continue, or will the ship veer away from the iceberg?
Veer away from the iceberg. Sorry, Barnes.
Michael, we're going to get to talk about your favorite topic here. Just a little taste of it. The NBA. What do we got? There was a trade. What were your thoughts there?
Oh, my God. How dumb was that trade? I mean, did the Clippers get worse?
The Clippers probably did. I mean, I feel like Bledsoe,
The only thing is with Bledsoe is the last 2 teams he was on,
right?
Major success, championship, Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I can think, and people have written him off.
Right.
The only thing I think of is he comes back, has a good year, and works out for the Clippers. But I don't really see that happening. Do you?
Yeah.
I never liked him.
No. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't like those athletic guards that can't shoot.
And I think the biggest problem is the fact that, he's going to be relied on more because Kawhi is going to miss the whole or much of the season. I just don't think he can handle that type of role anymore. And I think Rondo, I mean, it didn't work out with Rondo. But Beverly was a big voice on this team. So I think that might be the biggest loss in this deal.
Yeah. I think PG has a really good year, though.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Well, I mean, somebody,
especially after he. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. We talked about it in the playoffs. Yeah. He looked to play better without Kawhi.
Him. Yeah.
So we'll see. And we'll see what else they do. And then also, dude, the Knicks, dude, in the summer league, all these draft picks are ridiculous. I don't know who I want to play anymore now.
Who's your favorite though out of the new guys?
Probably Grimes.
Yeah.
Honestly,
really
he's a beast, dude. He's a problem.
Yeah. Summer League, we still got a little more time, or is it wrapping up pretty soon?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Wow. Okay. And then
I thought they had another one.
yeah,
though.
Orlando.
Yeah.
They didn't have that yet.
No,
And do they have a Utah Summer League as well?
I don't think so this year.
Okay. But usually
Oh no, all 30 teams are in Vegas.
so maybe
No,
it's just
maybe
Vegas
just one.
consolidated.
Yeah.
Which,
Makes sense.
And then what do you think about Udonis Haslem? Like, just take the coaching role. I don't understand.
Is
why
he playing one more year?
Yeah.
Wow.
19th year with the Miami Heat.
Is he trying to go for 20?
I guess, but it's like I think he played 2-3 games last year. I don't know.
I know.
I just haven't seen something like this. Usually, like you'd have 1 year like that, not like 4 in a row.
I know. Every year it's like 1 year, 1 year, 1 year.
And it's funny when the Heat, when they had the big three and everything, they did always say that he was always the glue.
Yeah.
That kept it together.
So yeah. I mean, he's in great shape. He works hard.
Yeah.
He looks good.
Anything else you saw in the summer league, or it's kind of
that's it.
down, and then NFL wise, our guy Zach Wilson makes his debut on Saturday versus Tony's New York Giants. 6 of 9, 63 yards, 12-7 win for the Jets. I mean, it's preseason. Can't put too much stock in it, but you look at the throws he made, sat tough in the pocket.
Yeah.
That's our guy. He hit Corey Davis, who should be his number 1 receiver this year. I mean, I was impressed a little bit, Tony. I mean, limited window, but just for what we saw, offensive line looked strong too.
And defense.
Yeah, I mean, I would obviously be impressed as well. I mean, you look at this young guy; he's making good throws. Again, preseason though, dude.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't know. I never saw Darnold light it up in preseason. I know he didn't light it up, but I'm saying he even really looked that good because I don't think he had the offensive line, which I think is going to be a problem for the Giants this year.
Oh yeah, I mean, it always is, dude.
It's just hilarious. Like, how did the Giants get to this point? I mean, I think it falls on the general manager, honestly.
I think so
Dave
too,
Gettleman's
dude.
a joke.
What did 2 years ago? Didn't they draft like some O line?
Yeah. All
Dude,
the other guys, Andrew Thomas, and they could have had, I mean, a slew of guys.
A slew, Michael.
A slew.
A slew of guys.
And it's funny though. Like, I just feel like the Giants. Like, listen, give them their due. The run, that 5-year run, the 2 Super Bowls, great.
Right.
Other than that, I mean, it's been a dumpster fire for 10 years.
I mean, quite literally. I mean, we talked about it
Yeah.
before. A lot of it is going to fall on Daniel Jones this season for sure. I mean, the offensive line, I guess they can't get much worse, right? But I mean,
yeah, I see 5 or 6 wins like once again though, and it's just like
once again.
I mean, that's tough. And I just thought it was funny last year them crying about the whole Redskins Eagles game not getting in. It's like, come on,
Right.
6-10, you didn't deserve.
It
to be
wasn't
in the
gonna. Yeah, it
postseason.
wasn't gonna do anything anyway, dude.
No.
And then I don't know. I think everyone's a little too excited about Joe Judge. I don't know. It's like, oh, he's a great talker. Well,
Yeah.
How about coach? How about like let's see some results?
Mm.
And I think
Time will tell, dude. I
first
think we
year-
will see some results.
You see Salah doing stairs before the preseason game.
Dude, how much of
You
an
know what?
animal is he?
He is. He was doing stairs before the game, Tony, at the arena,
stairs,
like doing
running
stairs.
the stairs. Madman.
And then you got.
Look at Zach.
Every snap from Zach Wilson versus the New York Giants.
I mean, it's poise. I mean, it's what you like to see, and this is a future MVP here, and it's funny. There was rave
Quick
reviews
arm.
about his,
Yeah.
debut here, and then Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Not so much. They're calling it hum
Ho.
ho.
A what?
Ho hum.
Ho hum humbo. Ho humbo.
And then Tebow, they're saying looks like a disaster. Probably won't make the
Did
roster.
you see that block he tried to lay down?
Yeah, what block?
Exactly, dude.
So no, but I think honestly Lawrence will be good. I mean, Tebow
Yeah, I
will
think
make
so
the
too.
team.
Always had a couple good throws.
Yeah, but a lot of times we've seen, the 1 and 2, the 1 seems so much better. I really think Zach Wilson is gonna have a better.
Look at that
career.
smile.
I really do, and I know Michael agrees.
Yo, definitely. He's gonna be way better. He's
Like, and we thought we were tight that we didn't get the number 1 pick. That
I
was
know.
a blessing.
a huge blessing.
There's just so much energy. So much
I know.
pop on
I
the-
know. I
the
know.
feel around the team, and I think Robert Saleh deserves as much credit as Zach Wilson.
Oh, dude, 100%. I mean, the man is running stairs. You see what CJ Mosley said the other day?
No.
They're gonna blow out teams,
Which we haven't seen in a long time.
and I think in 15 years.
Time will tell, dude.
Time will tell.
I'm so excited. Can't wait. Football around the corner here. And then also Jameis Winston, Taysom Hill, battling for the starting quarterback job, taking over for Drew Brees, who retired after last season. A lot of turnovers. I think there were 6 turnovers in the game. They lose a game to the Ravens. Who do you guys think is a better option at quarterback?
I honestly like Winston.
Yeah,
I really do.
Winston.
Pocket passer.
I mean, I don't like him.
Yeah.
But he's
first
better than
overall
Hill.
pedigree, of course.
You
Has
don't
had
like him?
success. I just feel like Hill, he's been in the league for a while. He's been a gadget guy, and I think.
Hey,
that's his best
Rocco
role.
met Dennis Rodman at the airport yesterday.
Wow.
That must have been pretty crazy.
Tell him to come on the sports bar.
Rocco or Dennis Rodman?
Dennis.
Oh,
But I
Sure he got his
honestly,
number?
I have to say,
I don't think so, dude.
I,
Why
I
not?
do agree with you, fellas. I think Winston, you have a nice year. I think with the, like I had mentioned in another episode, the LASIK eye
Mhm.
surgery.
Which is
Which I
just
don't understand.
crazy, dude.
I don't get that.
But the thing is, you would see him on the sidelines, like a deer in headlights, like squinting.
Right. Unbelievable.
So, Sean
LASIK,
Payton,
playing quarterback.
Sean Payton, we've seen him, work magic before.
Mhm.
So football around the corner.
Yeah.
Round the corner.
Round the corner.
Let's go Jets.
Red zone.
Red zone. Hansen, living
Love
legend.
Hansen, dude. I think red zone is probably one of the greatest things ever happened in the football.
What would you say, Michael?
Yeah, definitely.
So
It makes it so much better.
now,
much better.
It makes it so
if
much
you
better.
only
So
have
much
one
better.
TV,
What do you
Jets
do?
are on red zone. What do you watch?
Jets are on. Jets are on?
red
One
zone.
TV,
Yeah,
Jet
one
game
TV.
is on. Do you tune into the Jet
Jets.
game or you do red
No,
zone?
just Jets.
I'm so
You gotta go
fixated on
red
the
zone.
red
I
zone.
know, dude.
But the thing is, the Jets also haven't been good in 10 years,
Yeah.
so maybe
It'll be different.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Red zone just makes watching football so much more fun, though.
Yeah, because you see everything.
You
don't
see
miss
everything,
anything.
and I think you start to realize how much actual downtime there is. In between every snap and everything.
Oh,
What a
there
good
is.
promo there, I have to say.
Right?
We're gonna clip that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just telling you.
Clip it, dude.
Clip
it.
World of Golf. Doggy watched the golf over the weekend. Kevin Kisner wins the Wyndham Championship 6-man playoff, which is kind of crazy. Seems like there's been a lot of playoffs in these events of late. Field of 125 set for the first round of the FedEx Cup playoffs this week. Liberty National in New Jersey. So
Oh, I know, dude. Jersey City.
arm's length away. So it'd be interesting to see, what storylines develop. Who's going to be our FedEx Cup champion?
Is Oosthuizen playing?
He is, and he late withdrawal from this
Right.
past week, so I think he'll be fresh.
Ready to
I
go.
mean, it's like, just when is it happening though? When is he winning again?
It might be never, honestly.
The talent though, but it's the mental,
The mental
weakness,
there, dude.
potentially.
And it's probably more than 60% of golf is your mentality, dude.
So
75%.
we'll keep an eye on it. We'll give you a little preview on
83%.
Wednesday. Michael, you have some boxing information here.
Yeah, just that Nico Ali, what's his last name? Walsh, grandson of Muhammad Ali, debut
Yep.
and won. So
Wow.
it kind of looks like Solomon. He kind of looks like Solomon to me.
A little bit.
I mean, I hope this is our next great boxer, and
Hopefully.
I'm getting tired of
How old is he?
these fights, though.
21? Wow,
Yeah.
he's 21, middleweight.
Oklahoma too.
Good for him, dude.
But I just want to see, who's our next star, who's our next living legend when it comes boxing, MMA, who's dominating for today at 2:31 p.m., 8/16/2021. Who's dominating for the next 10 years right now? Michael, go.
Oh.
Shit.
Nico Ali Walsh.
Yeah, literally, I guess. I mean, Tyson Fury's. I guess he could do it.
But 10, I mean, he's got to be.
He'd be in his early
How old is
40s.
he? Yeah.
He'd be in his early 40s. 42, 43, 40. Yeah, 43.
Dude, I like Javonte Davis.
Yeah. I like him too. Mayweather's guy.
Yeah.
I do like him. I like him more than Garcia too.
I like him more than Mayweather. I just feel like he just goes after guys.
And he's humble.
like, how is he coached by Mayweather, but he actually knocks guys out?
I don't know. I think he maybe watched and was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
duck. You know,
A weave.
Who do you think Fritz is more though, Mayweather or Britain?
Wow.
Tough.
I would say over the course of the years, it's got to be Mayweather, I guess, right?
But of late, I mean, Britain has him landslide.
Uncle Richie works at a golf course taking care of the carts.
I didn't know he worked at
that.
a golf course.
I guess he works at the golf course in his development. I guess.
Okay.
I didn't know that either, to be honest. Got to do something in retirement, man.
Yeah.
Got to do something.
Good stuff. And you know what Uncle Richie's a part of?
What is he a part of, dude?
Our bloodline. Is he not?
He literally is.
I mean,
Quite literally.
But like always, to our loyal fans,
Mom,
commenting, liking, subscribing. I want everyone to enjoy your day. We will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.